All right. So now that we've gotten really comfortable with how to find the different volume or surface area of a lot of our different 3D shapes and what might happen if we change it by doubling or tripling one of the dimensions, we're actually going to look now to see if you can just kind of visualize from the 3D image what the front, side, and top views of these things might look like. So we live in a 3D world, but when we look at these images, we can only see the 2 dimensions at a time, and we kind of have to learn to conceptualize what it might look like around the shape. So I've got the first two done for you. Actually, we're just going to look at the A and B examples here, and then we're going to together put C and D over here for the front, side, and top views, okay? Now for A, okay, here it is over here in your notes. And I want to point out that the front of it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6. All right. Now over here, there's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if I wanted to know the surface area of this figure right here, I've got these 6 already accounted for. Okay. So I've got the front. And if this is 6, I'm actually going to double it because I've got the front and I don't want to forget about the back view. So these right here are also faces on the rear side, okay? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I doubled it because of the back, and there's the 12. Now my side view. I see 1, 2, 3, that's these 3 right here, and so I've got 1, 2, 3. Now these 3 faces on the side, if we were to look at it from the other side, I've got 1 right here that I can't really see, and then 2 and 3 are the sides that are again right here that I can't really see. But if this is a 3 right here, I know that I've got 6 faces total for this side and then the other side. Now the top, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, and here they are, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And these 4 that we can see the top, obviously there's a bottom, 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 bottom. So I can see 4 from the top, which means there's 8 together for top and bottom. Now I can find the surface area of this figure now by just simply adding these all up. 12 plus 8 would be 20, and then I get a 6. So the surface area of this thing would be 26 square units, okay? 26 square units. And I'm just going to put an SA if you guys want to put an SA so we know we got surface area. Now let's talk about the volume real quick. Now the volume, we can just count them up. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, and then 5, 6. So this is 6 cubic units for volume. If it's surface area, it's squared. Volume was cubed, okay? So yes, looking at these things, it is fair game that I ask, hey, what's the surface area of that thing? Or hey, what's the volume of that thing? All right, now let's take a look at figure B. All right, so for figure B, for the front, again, the front view, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And here they are over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I see 9 on the front, I know that 9 times 2, there's going to be 18 total faces for the front and the back. So I've got that figured out. Now the side view. From the side, I see 1, 2, 3, 4. And here they are, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now these I can very clearly see over here. What's not so easy to see is the 1, 2 sides over here, and then the 3, 4 that are right there. Because these 2 right here you can see, and that's covering up these 2, but these 2 are still on top, so I can still see them from the other side. So I've got, again, 4, and again, from my other side, 4 plus 4 would be 8. Now my top, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, and those also have their bottom. So if there's 4 on the top, I'm going to double it. So just like here, you could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, double it. 1, 2, 3, double it. 4, double it. You can do the same thing down here. And if I said, hey, what's the surface area? You've got your 9 doubled is 18, plus 8 plus 8. So here, I'm just going to do 18 plus 16 just because I know 8 and 8. Whoop, 18 plus 16. Here we go. And we get a 34. So the surface area is 34 square units. You can use the views over here, the front, side, and top view, or you could just try to count them up over here, doesn't matter, but we get 34 square units for the surface area. Now for volume, we can just count them up. On the bottom row, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes. Then I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 cubes that make that thing up, so 9 cubic units. And don't forget 3 for cubed. So again, we found the surface area by just counting the faces, and volume, we just count the cubes. All right, now for C and D, what I want you guys to practice right now doing with me is using this three-dimensional figure. Let's see if we can draw together what the front, side, and top views would be. Now for this one, the front view is pretty simple. The front view is these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those 8 faces, and I can kind of highlight there. That's the front right there. So for the front, let's just draw it over here. All right, so that's good enough. You've got 8 squares there. All right, now the side. So the side is going to be my 3 that I can see like this. Okay, so the side, we had 2 next to each other, and then 1 on top of that side. So there's the side. Now, because the side, do you see that the side right here implies that there's like a cube next to this? So there's a row back there that I can't see. There's 8 on the bottom of this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 that are only on top of this side. So for the top, it's actually the same as what we see for the front, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And then you see the top of that one? Well, what about the ones that are next to it that I can't really see? And you can also remember that the top and bottom should be the same. So if right here, there's one starting a row back there that I can't see, again, from the bottom, it would still just look like this. Okay. So basically, it's just kind of missing a row right there. It kind of looks like a staircase, if you will. So there's the staircase, but from the bottom and the top and the front and the back, those are the same views. All right, cool. Now let's take a look at this one. So the front view here is going to be this. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 right there, and then a 9, 10 up top. So let's be careful when we draw this one. We've got, I'm going to just get the 8 again. Okay, so that's the 8 right there. And then I'm just going to put 2 on top right here. So there's my front view. All right, now let's take a look at the side. So from the side, we're going to have those cubes. And you can even imagine this side right here. It's just 4 stacked up. So boom. And you can see there's the 2 blue and there's the 2 blue. So it's still the same no matter which side you look at. And then the top 1, 2, 3, 4. So for the top one, back to kind of the first ones that we saw. Okay. So this is just kind of getting you guys familiar and comfortable with how to look at these different 3D shapes and kind of conceptualize the different views and then use that to find volume and surface area. For this one, for volume, I see 8 cubes right here, plus the 4 in the back that I can't see. So this one, I see 12 cubes total. And this one, we've got 8 cubes plus the 2 on top. So this one has 10 cubes total. Okay. All right, now looking at this one, which net can form a cube? So remember, a cube is basically the square, and all the sides are those square faces. So we need 6 faces. Now I count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all of these have 6 faces, but we just need to be able to conceptualize, if I were to fold it up, which one actually makes this shape, okay? Now, I feel like we can cross out figures 1 and figures 2, Now, when I look at these two right here, I'm just imagining, let's just let this be the bottom one. Let that be the bottom side of this shape. So this could fold up and be a side, and this could fold up and be a side. So this could fold up, and this could fold up and cover up. And then this right here could make, I think this is going to be the one. I can see it. I'm not doing a very good job of explaining it, but let me erase this right here and let me just get a better cube for us. Whoops, I don't want a circle. Let's get a better cube drawn. And then let's see if I can like show y'all which faces I'm talking about as this thing gets assembled. All right, so here's the cube I'm talking about, how we're trying to make it. All right, cool. This is going to be my base. So that's this one right here. Okay. So when I said that I could see this side folding up and folding up to be the sides, I'm basically imagining like, okay, so I folded up, I have this side, and I folded up, and now I have this side. Okay. So I've got those two sides. Now this thing, I'm imagining, just imagine the back and the top. Okay. So the back side and then the top that folds on top of it. So this is like the side, and then let this flap fold on top. Now, if I've lifted this side up already, that means I can kind of close it like a door and close it like a door. And now I've got that side. So these could all fold up to make a cube. If you start with this one, let's try to see here. If I start and say that's my bottom part, which is again right here, I could fold up this side and this side, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is actually only 5 faces. So this doesn't even have all 6 faces to fold up. So this has got to be the one with the 6 faces that folds up to make the cube. Okay. So what I want you guys to do now is use the knowledge and skills that I've shown you on this page to try to answer these questions here to see which figures match the views that you've got. And there's going to be a Google form for this one, so you can kind of practice seeing the different views. And don't forget to fill out the Google form for that. And that concludes this video. Thank you for watching.